Welcome back to Gear Check Games. This is episode 19 of our Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color playthrough.
About freaking time.
When are you gonna get to the rocket hideout?
So last time we did the little dip our toes in the rocket hideout, and I think I'm being dumb and not realizing that Lance is gonna heal my Pokemon.
I love how we finally waited all this time to go to the rocket hideout, and then the first thing we do is leave.
Well, yeah.
It's just like when I first saw Lance, I spent like 3 episodes not paying attention to him, and then as soon as I meet him again, I do the same thing. I'm edging Lance.
Uh-oh. It's Lance. Well, I guess we're not doing this yet.
Yep. What am I doing here? Who am I grabbing? Why didn't I edit this? I always edit out the Pokemon Center. I don't know what my deal is. My one consistency is inconsistency. We had to get our best.
It's nice to have some kind of
consistency, though.
Return to normalcy.
Yeah. Speaking of the goodest boy, before we hopped on, we were playing a little Pokemon Shield in the chat. And I guess I've named my Sudowoodo in that game goodest boy as well. That's just his name.
Well, hey, that's something I'm guilty of in certain Pokemon games. I'll use the same nickname just for like Pokemon I use in like every playthrough of a generation. Just, I don't know, I guess because I can't think of anything better. Quote unquote better, I guess. Wait, he could have just healed you that whole time?
Yeah. I think my thinking was I need to go back and get Sudowoodo.
You know what? Gold needed the exercise. Or whatever his name. We named him Gold, right?
What is his name? It's been so long.
I think so. We're going to find out.
Stephen J. Gold.
Jim.
Gould. Did I name him Gear or something? Or was that
yeah. I think his name is Gear.
It's Flamio.
Commenters, if you've been paying more attention to this LP than the people recording it, please tell us what our protagonist is named.
It's almost literally been a year since I recorded this game.
It's been a month since we recorded the last episode of this, which you may have noticed if you've been following our uploads. Yeah. Long story short, my computer died. And I had to build a new one, by which I mean I had to have my friend build a new one while I watched. And Trey moved. Yeah,
I was homeless for like basically a month.
You weren't homeless.
I was crashing on my brother's couch, petting his dog, eating his food.
Couches can be a home.
Honestly, I forgot about all those circumstances. I thought we just got bored and forgot about it for a month.
Yeah, we need to miss Pokemon Gold for a while so we can come back to it all refreshed and whatnot.
It's that
or something like that.
It's that point in everybody's Pokemon playthrough where you kind of get bored of the game halfway through and take a long break, and then you come back and try to remember where you were and what your Pokemon were named.
This whole game is just like walking around and picking stuff from menus.
You know, most games I play, I do the whole thing where I take a break, but then I usually just never come back.
Dude, I am so bad about that. Whenever I step away from a game, even for a debatably not very long amount of time, I feel like one thing I have been doing in between our recording sessions is I've been playing through all the PS1 Crash Bandicoot games for the first time, shockingly. And I was playing through Crash 3. But it's been about, I want to say 2 weeks since the last time I played it. And I want to get it done, but I'm thinking, have I been away too long? Do I need to restart the entire game again?
Luckily, those levels are designed where they're kind of like Mario levels. You can just jump in at any point.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay all the levels to get the time trial relics.
God.
Well, because that's part of, the 100% criteria, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I work for Team Rocket.
Let's do it eventually.
Go coughing.
Jeez, I hate this guy already.
If you're playing it on, are you playing it on PlayStation?
Yeah, PS1. The only way to play the Crash Bandicoot games.
Oh, that's true. Because I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure getting all the onks in the PS4 remake gets you a trophy.
The PS4 demake.
Yeah.
If we ever do a Crash game on this channel, I have some words to say about the Insane trilogy.
I do,
which
too.
I will not utter here.
Frankly, it's insulting.
Hey.
That's why Dan's here, to think of all the good jokes that I don't think of.
Yeah.
About technical error. Fuck, there's Pidgeotto is illegal. Why don't Game Freak fix this?
That guy looks like that guy looked extremely upset that he lost in his character art. It's like, what? How could this happen?
Yeah, he looked very taken aback. Oh yeah, so we have to fight. So the point of this dungeon.
Oh, is this
we'll bring it all back. We have to fight 2 rocket admins who do not look like Butch and Cassidy from the anime.
Definitely. Well, this one's like a weird hybrid of Jesse and Cassidy. Because she's got Cassidy's hair. Yeah, Jessity. She's got Cassidy's hair, but it's like the color scheme of Jesse.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I forget what Cassidy is in Japan, but I guess it would technically be Musashi.
Oh yeah. For all you purists out there.
I mean, that's what the sprite artists at Game Freak were going off of, the Japanese version.
Yeah. I don't know if it's this lady or the next person that we fight has a Murkrow. And I know we've talked about it before, but it's just another tease the game does to you. Like, hey, look at this new cool Pokemon. You can't get it till Kanto. Best buckle up, boyo.
Well,
Murkrow's a good boy.
You'd think they would have fixed that in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I think Murkrow might be one of the Pokemon you can get in the Safari Zone that was previously only available in Kanto, but like at the same time, the only like Gen 4 evolved forms of Pokemon that they added into the Johto Dex were the ones that evolve via like learning a move and leveling up. Like the ones that they couldn't like prevent you from getting without like changing the rules of the game. So like anything that evolves with a stone, like Murkrow, you still can't get the means to evolve your Pokemon until the post game, which is just dumb.
Yeah.
Because Honchkrow is so awesome.
Yeah, he's a solid dark type.
Didn't you run a Honchkrow when you replayed Diamond recently?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a beast. He's a
Yeah, I had a Honchkrow on my team on Diamond.
Can't we have
Honchkrow
nice things, Game Freak?
Honchkrow's great.
Yeah. Well, again, in Diamond and Pearl, at least in those, I don't know how it is in Platinum. You're not able to get the Dusk Stone until the second run through the what is it? Plasma Warehouse, Plasma Tower.
Oh, in Veilstone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you go in one side and then you have to go down into a basement and then come up the other way. Kind of like this game, actually.
Well, in Platinum, you actually can't obtain Murkrow or Misdreavus.
Whoa.
They're Diamond and Pearl exclusive.
So wait, did they like replace them with anything?
Well, they replaced them with all of like the new Pokemon added to the Cinedex for Platinum, but
so can you get like early game Magmortar and like Electivire and stuff like that?
Well, I don't know if their items. Actually, I think their items are like obtainable in the main campaign. So
yeah,
that is a really odd sprite of Ditto. Like that's not the pose I would have done.
That's
I want to see
like lunging at you.
I want to see Ditto transform.
That's a weird sprite.
I want to see
now we're
Ditto
talking.
transform, but like he transforms into the LP of this video.
The ideal body.
He just transforms into a purple version of this video.
Just like a picture-in-picture.
This might be the ideal male body. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Can you imagine like a tiny, like not even 8-bit version of our video with like our voices coming out of a Game Boy?
Like super bit crushed.
Yeah.
It'd be like a Sega CD video.
Yeah.
It would be in like 4x3, like super
Or like
squishy.
those Game Boy Advance cartridges of the Nickelodeon cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Hey man,
I watched
there
an
were
episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! on one of
Pokemon
those.
episodes on those
Oh.
from
Well,
like the
wasn't there
late
some-
Johto series, I think.
You just reminded me, wasn't there some guy who put all of Shrek onto like 5 or 6 GBA carts and watched it that way.
I think so. Hell, I think somebody put what was Christopher Nolan's most recent film?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Like there was some. I feel like there was some kind of like contentious discourse surrounding that movie, and just to kind of like just to be cheeky, some guy like put it on a like the Game Boy Advance video format just to be like, "Hey, Chris, look what I
did." Yeah, this is the best
the one that it was like that. You can't watch this movie not in a theater.
Yeah, is that what it was? Oh, that's perfect.
I think it was. Which would explain why somebody put it on a Game Boy Advance.
Dude, can we get Justice League, the Snyder cut on Game Boy Advance video?
It was Tenet. I think that was the name of the movie.
The Miyamoto cut.
Yeah.
You gotta watch Tenet on a Game Gear. It's full color, guys.
Listen, you gotta play Ocarina of Time, the Miyamoto cut. It must be enjoyed in 24 frames per second, the way Miyamoto intended.
How many batteries would you have to go through to get to the end of that movie on a Game Gear? What are we even talking about?
We no longer judge movies by the length in minutes. It's the length in D batteries.
Yeah.
I love it.
So that was truly the ideal way to consume media.
It is.
God, that's what.
You just leave in that other item.
Yeah. I was going to complain about the fact that the Xbox
Yeah,
controllers are still.
Okay, he heard. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
I forgot I had to talk to that guy to get the password.
Try why.
Is that guy in Gen 1? Or does he come back in the radio tower or take over?
He comes back then, and I know one of the grunts that's still with King. I almost called him King Rocket. King Rocket.
Boss Rocket.
Yeah, one of the grunts was from the olden days 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. You need to go to the save the president to get the other password for the nuclear football.
Yes. I need to go to the hot room.
Trey, did you remember to rescue the DARPA chief?
He died when I got there.
Metal Gear Solid. It's a thing that exists.
Oh yeah, hey, we played that game.
You did play
on
that
this
game.
channel.
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't play Metal Gear Solid. We played the Twin Snakes.
If you want
we played
more
the
Metal
parody
Gear
version
Madness,
of Metal Gear
watch
Solid.
our playthrough of Metal Gear Solid.
Well, yeah, Ethan was there.
I was there.
Yeah.
You'll get to see my port capture card do its damnedest to play that game.
Well, we got to use our imaginations every time you went inside a vent. It's fine.
Yeah. God, you know what kills me is like if I plugged it into the TV directly, and I don't own that TV anymore. That TV, it would be just fine. Mm-hmm. But if I plug it into the adapter and then into the capture card, nah, dog, not having it. So we have one more boss to fight in here, and then we'll get. Wait, did we get both passwords? Yeah, we got both passwords.
Yeah, have you been watching?
No, I played this game. I don't gotta watch it.
I did my time, okay?
I did my time. Isn't that a Korn song?
See, I was just gonna go into "We Are the Champions."
Or a Dima.
You've done your sentence, but committed no crime.
What's your opinion on Corn on the Cob, guys?
I like it every once in a while.
I love Corn on the Cob. It's great.
Yeah.
Corn on the Cob is great.
You gotta have a whole stick of butter to roll it in.
Oh man.
Oh no! How'd you get in here?
That's a little excessive.
No, it's just enough butter. Because you got to make that indent in the middle. Are you guys from the Midwest or not?
I mean, they tell me I am. As
Are
far
you
as I
doxing
know.
us via corn?
Who would have thought?
Yeah, bird.
Hey, it's Articuno.
How do you know that?
Oh yeah, in the remakes,
It's a penguin.
in the remix, this guy is the imposter admin, isn't he?
Yeah.
Von Clay.
All right, everyone, put in your Among Us jokes in the comments.
Oh no.
He said imposter.
Oh no. Please don't. Please put all of your One Piece jokes in the comments, though, because it's the only thing I'll understand.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Don't worry, there's not that much to understand with what is it? Suspicious game? See, I'm too old to understand what it is.
Suspicious game.
I don't even know. Among Us, that's what it's called.
It's the game that's sweeping the nation. Suspicious game.
If you're a good person worthy of love, the first thing you should think of when you hear the word sus is YouTube poop. I'm sorry.
True.
Yeah.
Don't take that too serious, kids.
Real middle
love all of
class.
If you're a highbrow individual.
a connoisseur of media, then the first thing you should naturally think of is YouTube poop.
Yeah.
Sus.
Sus.
So anyway, this Raticate's trying to eat me. I'm not having that shit.
Should just be the title of this part. Sus.
So we haven't quite gotten to it yet, but I did want to discuss how this. I like this dungeon because it shows like just the links that this like crazy cult will go to get control, because they're like using, because we'll see it here in a minute, they've got these like electrodes like hooked up to a generator.
Yeah, they're
Plus
using.
they weren't there to begin with.
Yeah, they're using the Pokemon to like power their radio transmission, aren't they?
Yeah. But like, is the implication that they're forcing them to do that?
Yeah.
No, look at them. They like it.
They're smiling. They're electrodes. They were drawn that way.
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure. I think it's left kind of ambiguous whether or not they're... I mean, Lance frames it as, it's something we have to stop. We have to, like, defeat all of the electrode to stop the...
Hurry, free the electrodes from their suffering by killing them.
But I guess they're all wild Pokemon, so they're not necessarily, like...
Yeah.
In the employ of Team Rocket, per se.
Yeah, they're technically catchable.
They just live here.
Yeah.
They rolled in from outside.
Isn't this place supposed to be like an old repurposed ninja hideout?
I think so. How does this entire town not see them carrying office equipment into this basement in this herb shop? I'm sorry, if I saw like 900 people going out of a GNC, I would think that was suspicious.
I don't know, would you?
I mean, you did just find protein.
Maybe every person in this town is just like Superintendent Chalmers, and they just, they'd rather not like ask that one question that just like, they'd rather live in ignorance, I guess.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss.
Like, yeah, I saw something messed up. I'm not gonna delve any deeper into that.
But Joe, this game wasn't on the Super Nintendo.
That's true. The Super Nintendo Chalmers.
She called me baby, and then she told me she was gonna get me trashed. I don't know how to feel right now.
Knob, what are you doing?
I don't know, but she seems cool.
Yeah. She's even got a cool haircut. And a belt. Wait, is that a belt or a midriff? I can't tell.
I was gonna say, it looks like she just kind of like cut out the belly part on her like clothes.
Like a perfect triangle.
She's very proud of her belly button.
She's trying to dab on people. She's trying to show off her abs.
She's trying to, she's showing solidarity with her Pokemon.
See, I can dress this way because I'm the boss.
Yes. Well, yeah, even she kind of has, like, she opens with Arbok. I guess Arbok's just quote-unquote an evil Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, it's a bad Pokemon, I'll give it that.
Ooh.
I don't know if we talked about it yet on this channel, but Arbok has one of the best moments for me in the new Pokemon Snap. Because I didn't know he was, like, up in a tree. And then I, like, threw a Pester Ball at something, and I turned around, and he just, like, flops down, and I'm like, it's him!
Yeah, he just kind of falls on his ass, doesn't he?
Yeah. Like, you have to wake him up. It's really funny.
Wait, they brought back the Pester Balls in the new Pokemon Snap?
No. Not the Pester Balls, the whatever glowy thing was it?
Oh.
Yeah, they have a name. It's they're pester
The
balls.
thing that is definitely harmless to Pokemon, unless you know, it wasn't the ball that hurt it. It was the fact that it was startled by the ball and fell out of the tree.
Yeah,
and snapped
breaking
his
several.
spine.
Yeah, he can't move.
It's like when you play a funny prank on your friend and then they end up like falling down the stairs and breaking their neck. It's like, oh.
This has gone too far. You murdered that Arbok. How do you think this admin got them shoes?
This conversation took a dark turn.
She's evil. It's something she would do.
I suppose.
Poor Arbok, always typecast as the bad Pokemon.
I want to see a good Arbok. Draw some good Arboks. Doing like nice things, like helping out like elderly women like crossing the street and stuff.
Yeah.
It like spreads its hood out over a puddle so someone can walk over it without getting wet.
Yes.
I always forget that that's called a hood on a Cobra.
Did you know Arbok spelled backwards is Cobra?
Did you know?
Wow. Wait, what? Did you know Gloom spelled backwards is Moolg?
Now I know.
That reminds me. So I was watching a stream today. Of a guy. He was drawing this like skull and crossbones thing, and he's like, "I need a cool flower to go with it." So someone in the chat was like, "Draw a corpse flower next to it. It's thematic, and they're really weird plants." I did not realize, because I googled a corpse flower, I did not realize how big they were.
Yeah, they're huge.
Like I think the one I saw was like 8 foot tall. I was like, "Gee, many Christmas."
Are corpse flowers the same as the Rafflesia?
Yes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because those, I remember those from my Animal Crossing Wild World days when I would always set the DS clock like as far ahead as I could go to like get money from like the bank in interest and like to pay off my loans like way faster. But if you leave your village unattended for that length of time, corpse flowers will start to grow like all over the place.
That's messed up.
And you have to, the only way to remove them is by like digging them up with a shovel. I think it's been a while.
What the hell?
Were shovels breakable back then?
Nope.
Yes. They weren't?
Nope. The axe was breakable, but all the other tools didn't have durability.
I could have sworn shovels were breakable.
Maybe New Leaf was the peak. I'm starting to think.
Well, because in New Horizons, doesn't that just kind of boil down to busy work whenever you... It's like, oh, you used up all your... I don't know.
Yeah.
You used up all of
I'm no expert on New Horizons, but I don't know. The game kind of failed to hold my attention.
It has issues.
I remember in the original one, I don't think anything was breakable.
OG was kind of like a different thing altogether, wasn't it? Like it had a different vibe.
Well, you weren't the mayor of anything. You were just kind of there as a resident.
Just existed in that world.
Oh my god!
God, he's not wasting any time.
He started off with a bang.
Why didn't he do that at the start?
When
we
you
could have just saved everyone problems.
When you prank your friend and then he gets so surprised that he explodes, killing himself and you.
He's got the... This is spoilers for the beginning of MGS5. Skip ahead to whatever time...
Oh my god.
I think MGS5 is long. Is old enough.
If you care about the story in MGS5...
then you probably shouldn't be playing MGS5.
If you're invested in the story of MGS5, then I'm sorry in advance.
You know, was Electrode really the best choice to power this machine? Because I feel like if your power source can just like randomly explode, you know, next to your very important machine.
Oh, it's not random. It's very intentional.
Okay.
Well, the Magnemites put out too much power, so they had, and they couldn't, weren't able to sneak Mareeps into the basement without them like just being super loud all the time.
Well, see,
think what other...
they tried to replace him with Pikachus, but I mean, Team Rocket still hasn't really gotten that one yet.
They're just real bad at getting him. They can't get they can get him into like the little electricity proof capsule, but they can't get him all the way home.
Yeah. I want once, like, just a random Team Rocket grunt to just have a Pikachu. It's like, see, we already had one. We don't need another one.
Yeah, in case that happens.
Wasn't there an episode where they finally, like, come clean to the boss? And they're like, we've been trying to get this Pikachu for the last, like, however many years. And he's just like,
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't want a Pikachu. Like, what? You're spending all this time and company resources to chase after, like, this common Pokemon?
So you could literally go into Viridian Forest right now and catch one.
I'm not going to fire you, but I just want you to know that I disapprove of your actions. That was what
This
he
is
said.
why they just kind of This is why they just kind of wander around doing whatever instead of getting actual tasks from their boss.
Yeah. I still like to think, this is still my headcanon, I know I've said it before, but they are the money laundering of Team Rocket.
Really? I thought they were just a tax write-off.
Well, that too. Like, he just gives them all the ridiculous, like, things he just does not know what to do with. Yeah, have a hot air balloon. What am I going to do with a fucking hot air balloon?
Well, there was one episode, I feel like I may or may not have talked about this on the show before, but where it's the one where Ash and the gang need to, like, get to the Orange Archipelago, and Giovanni, like Team Rocket is, like, trying to, like, intercept them. So what they do is Giovanni gives them this old, like, run-down blimp that's, like, almost guaranteed not to, like, make it to its next destination because it's so, like, messed up.
Yeah.
So that Team Rocket will inevitably destroy it, and he can, like, collect the insurance claim on it.
I bet no kids understood that plot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I watched that episode, like, about I want to say in, like, the last couple of years, and, like, he does talk about it in the episode, so...
That's hilarious.
It's not even implied. It's like, yeah, I just want my money. This blimp was a poor investment.
Well, speaking of blimp wrecks, we're going to crash this episode, and we will finally fight Price next episode.
Is it even possible for this playthrough to become more of a blimp wreck? Find out next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.